Bluetooth filed down.
I see. But yeah, for those unaware, we spent way too much time last week, and I don't know. I think I spent 3 hours afterwards or some shit
Yeah,
to fucking get this to try to work. Dungeon Siege 2 turns out more difficult to get to run multiplayer than Dungeon Siege 1.
Yeah.
And it's annoying as shit.
I don't know why it was such a goddamn problem.
I wish I knew. I wish I knew. But so many steps had to be taken. Like, I think if I was to break it down for someone to follow, there would probably, well, depending on competence level, probably be about
like
50
to 30.
50 different steps in total.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like you are literally getting stepped through every single action. 20 to 30 sounds a bit more right if you know. If I'm telling you to download a zip file, and then the next one is to unzip in game directory contents, then I don't actually have to explain what the fuck that means.
Yeah. Like, if you can assume some level of computer competence.
Or as some people put it, literacy.
Yeah.
Which, not the right term.
No, but I get the point across.
I remember a girl in college that was part of a friend group I kept giving shit to because they kept wanting to say write on the computer instead of fucking type. And they kept arguing, there is no difference. I'm like, there is a difference. Writing implies you using a fucking instrument in your hand, rather than, oh, I don't know, typing on a keyboard. Which, you know, came from typing on a fucking typewriter. Where the term came from.
Yeah.
Anywho. It's pretty much a masterclass in IP configuration and netcode. What, the fucking how this game works on the networking portion? I have no idea, Tev. All I know is fucking pain in the ass. Way too much fucking pain in the ass. Like, let's put it this way. If the one chance of me taking on Game Ranger, which is the program we're using to actually make shit, like, networked...
Work?
If that didn't work, we would not be doing this right now. We would be doing... I don't know, some other game off the list. Actually, didn't I pick one, actually, randomly?
Wait, what?
I thought I picked a different game off the list just in the event this had... In the event this didn't work.
I mean, I told you to roll again.
And
it
I
was
thought
the Legend of Dungeon thing.
Yeah, but I thought I picked one after that.
No, I think we said we should, and then we just never did. Or it was like one of the games where it's like, that's not gonna work, and then we just didn't roll again.
Are you sure about that? Because I kind of remember rolling for Empyrean.
That's what it was.
And then I think it rolled into, like, Darkness 2 or some shit.
I think that is also correct.
Oh wait, yeah, no, it rolled into Empyrean, then I rolled it again, it ran into fucking Final Cut of Van Helsing. And then I was just like, no. And then it went to the Darkness 2. It's kinda coming back to me right now. Anywho, are you good to go?
Should be.
I'm about as good to go as I possibly can be.
Remember very little of what the fuck happened last week when we were testing this.
So, it'd be your... Even if you wanted to use the terminology writing, it would be writing to chat, not on chat. Bastard.
I would have said in chat, but...
You know what? I would have actually accepted that as well.
I figured Azeth was just going for the one to try and piss it off the most. That's why I responded the way I did. Explicitly without capitals or fucking apostrophes or anything.
And repeating the word M?
Yes. Writing on top of chat.
I hope you have a Sharpie Azeth and actually writing on your monitor, because that'd be hilarious.
And or you're sitting on whatever you're watching on.
And or... How would they be watching if they're sitting on it?
Mirrors.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright. I know. Intro video is coming.
Yep. Should be readied up, so. I can't audio balance this game yet because it's super quiet.
A thousand years ago, when Arana was young but not innocent, the first age of man came to an end by the meeting of a sword and a shield. The sword of Zaramoth the Unmaker, powered by a subterranean river of magic, had ruled the age by unquestioned force, until the shield of Azunai the Defender became the sword's only rival in power. They were destined to meet on the field that would forever be known as the Plain of Tears. Zaramoth commanded.
Also, I apologize, there are no subtitles to this.
Azunai longed to disperse it. Both zealots could not win. But unbeknownst to either warrior, the sword and shield had destinies of their own. The sword shattered the shield and sparked the great cataclysm. The land split open, and the souls of the warriors, ripped from their chests, rushed into the river of souls that flowed beneath the land, splintering it into 1,000 ley lines. The shockwave was felt in every part of Arana. Even the lives that were spared were changed forever. The stars shifted, and the Second Age began. All this was
Video 2.
forgotten for centuries. The magic that was scattered on the Plain of Tears was fractured under the world, waiting with its unpredictable power. Until a young prince named Valdis followed powerful visions to the mountain fortress called Zaramoth's Horns.
In-engine cutscene. Kind of.
The Dark Wizards mastered the magic and granted Valdis access to the lost sword of Zaramoth, the very instrument that ended the First Age. In that instant, the Second Age fell under the sword's ominous shadow.
That reminded me of both Soul Calibur.
Did you forget about the third video?
I didn't watch them. We were doing a test.
I know, but you had to hit the escape key 3 fucking times because there were 3 videos. Also, that low poly harpy ass.
Yeah. 2B had it better.
At least it's not a low poly Peach moment.
Wow.
How'd it go to?
But that second bit was like a mix of Soul Calibur and fucking Warcraft 3.
I mean, yeah.
Like, half of that was almost exactly the same as the Wrath of the, the Wrath of the Lich King thing.
Wrath of the Lich King's, oh wow.
But, yeah, I realized that later. But it was the trailer for Wrath of the Lich King was actually very similar looking.
Was it?
Yes.
I never saw it. As I mentioned before, I had quit WoW a month prior to the announcement of the release of that expansion, and I just never bothered looking at the fucking, like,
Your
anything for it.
adventure has gone
I mean, I just
Oh, hey,
liked
more
it
audio.
because
You and your childhood friend Dreven
I just
had
liked it
joined
because
the army of
the
the
voices were
ruthless
very good.
Prince Valdis as mercenaries. It
At least this
seemed
has text.
harmless and exciting.
Seriously.
You justified
Can't even call it
fighting
subtitles.
against
This
the
is just
peace-loving
legit
dryads
text.
of Graylin Isle with dreams of gold. But now Driven has been killed.
So somebody had a
by
bit too much
Volus'
fun with that effect.
ungrateful sword, and you have been taken prisoner by the dryads,
eyes.
who are understandably upset with you.
Oh, God.
You know, it makes way more sense why we're in prison now.
Oh, with you having watched the videos? Yeah. Yeah.
What was it I decided last time? Was it nature or combat?
I think you selected combat accidentally, and you decided you were thinking about going nature because I initially went nature.
No, I think I went nature, actually.
I know I went combat in the long run. Okay. Wanted to make sure that I had camera control so I don't have to go to the edge of the fucking screen because window mode. And there was no mouse locking. But Lamb, we did it. We hit level 3.
Woo!
So have you leveled up?
Working on it. I had to adjust volumes of shit.
Ah. What's the game? How do you look?
Okay.
Maybe worse. I've seen worse.
Oh, since you weren't here yesterday, by the way, Mira's fucking adorable when she's not evil.
As soon as I get out of here, these tree dwellers will feel the strength of my sword arm.
I forgot about that person saying that.
I have no idea what just happened. It does not tell me what they say for you.
Feel free to talk to the prisoner to our right there.
He sounds so uninterested.
But Lamb, sword arm.
What do you want? What? Oh, you're one of the new ones. We pulled you out from underneath the body of a
yeah.
blue-haired elf from...
I kind of wish this game actually had shared dialogue.
You're to be
Yeah,
kept
it'd be kinda
behind
nice.
bars until we figure out what to do with you.
Let me out of here.
Warden Celia's in
Don't
charge,
worry about Lamb. Just
and
let me
what's
out.
to be done with you is up
Sorry,
to you.
marry him.
Fine.
If I were you, I would keep my
It's
head down and learn to be
fine.
respectful before she finds you making demands.
Don't understand. What is this ring around my neck?
You wear the ring of submission to hold you in check.
Still wish they had a Sky
All
Cat
prisoners
wrote.
must wear it.
What?
Jokes right yesterday.
Oh. Lamb, we wear the ring of submission to hold us in check. All prisoners must wear it.
Woo.
Prisoner, eh?
Hush, here comes the warden now.
Ah, here comes the warden now. Dot, dot, dot.
Right when I decided to talk to someone.
Blasted dryads! Quickly, Orem, while she's talking to that elf. Now's your chance.
Fuck you.
Ah, cutscenes.
I warned him what would happen if he attempted to harm a dryad. There can be no hope for these types.
Do not be so hasty, Celia. Some of these prisoners have roles to play yet. I have seen it. This poor soul here, for example. I know this one can be trusted.
I do
Yeah,
know,
whatever,
Cameron.
Spock.
Given arms, that mercenary could well kill us all. The entire village is endangered.
As a personal favor to me.
Oh yeah, they still haven't figured out how mouths move yet.
As you wish, my friend. I hope you are able to find.
This is before that era.
It still amazes me how that dude is like almost a perfect likeness of Spock.
I mean,
Amron the elf seems to trust you.
why not?
I trust only the ring of submission.
I mean,
around
he was
your neck.
popular in culture or pop culture at the time. I get that, but
It's a
it just
blah blah
surprises
blah warden fucking ring of submission you trust only blah blah blah. Prisoner, is that what I am now?
Our troops found you on the battlefield. You are lucky they found you alive.
They found us on the battlefield, which we would have actually gotten to experience if we were on a single player playthrough. Because the first map you go to is a tutorial on how to use the controls. And we are not immediately in a fucking prison cell. Lucky to be alive, unlike the blue-haired elf. Whoever that is. Oh. Oh, apparently that's our friend Drevin. Lamb.
oh no.
Apparently Drevin's dead.
Yeah, it mentioned that during that scroll. He was murdered by the dude who has the
Are an
sword.
enemy to the
Shh.
Dryads of Ireland. Your friend is of no matter to me, and your medallion will remain property of Ireland until you show where your loyalties lie.
Fighting on the side of Valdis, enemy to the Dryads of
Oh god.
Ireland. What?
Don't go straight down and spin your camera. Oh,
Oh.
it hurts a
Okay.
bit. The way stuff just like stretches weirdly, and it just fucks with my head.
Are you sure you're not looking at the stretched out version of on OBS?
Yes.
Medallion stay on to improve loyalties, blah blah blah. So Lamb, I have two options. I have no quarrel with you, I merely followed orders. Or two, I am not loyal to Valdis, my sword was for hire and he paid well.
2.
He can afford to. That monster razed our shrine to the ground and helped himself to our treasures.
He can afford to, Lamb.
As do
He
so
raised
many
their
mercenaries.
shrine to the ground and helped himself to their treasures, I guess.
R-A-Z or R-I-A or R-A-I-S?
R-A-Z.
Cool.
As in demolished.
Yes.
He grows richer by the day, as do soulless mercenaries like us.
Okay. I mean,
just
that's
mi-
kind of the fucking point.
I just misread this third word in this sentence. When the coffers grow empty, ideals seem less urgent than an empty stomach.
When the coppers grow empty?
No, when the coffees grow empty.
Thanks to you and your
When the coffees grow empty,
just
we get more coffee.
The aegis of life is gone, but for some reason, Amron asked that you be treated mercifully.
Thanks to you and your employer, my village is stripped bare. The aegis of life is gone, but for some reason, Amron? Spock, ask that you be treated mercifully. I have a task for you. Go on.
Go to the weaponsmith at the blacksmith shop.
Weaponsmith, blacksmith shop,
Stones for our warriors.
sharpening stones.
Yep. And take them to the Dryad.
Take 'em to Dryad
outpost
outpost.
just outside
North
the
Gate.
of town.
Also, Lamb, the text for the dialogue, all the important shit is highlighted. And
Yeah,
it's
that's
great.
pretty standard.
It didn't really highlight it in the first game.
No, it didn't, because they hadn't learned that much yet.
Nope. Two options. Is this outpost you speak of the Temple of the Coast, or two, very well, with this ring around my neck, I suppose I don't have much of a choice.
I mean, more information is always good.
Alright, going to the first one then.
The Temple of the Coast held the Aegis of Life.
Oh, Temple of the Coast held the Aegis of Life, a powerful relic from the First Age. This artifact gave us all the protection we needed. Now the Aegis is gone, stolen by Valdis.
The Aegis is
Tell
gone.
me, prisoner, what does he mean to do with it?
Tell me.
Fuck if we know we were mercenaries.
You mean to
Well,
do?
He wouldn't
apparently,
tell us shit.
apparently we have a response to this. That is, I know only that Valdis has ordered the Morden, wherever the fuck they were again, to destroy everything in their path in his search for a powerful relic.
Valdis is growing stronger by the day.
Valdis is growing strong.
The Morden mean to
Right? How did you
destroy our outpost.
throw in an extra N in that?
Enough.
Or that is
Stronger.
groaning? Like growing, but with like
Stronger.
groaning.
He's moaning stronger.
Oh.
I blame the low resolution or something. I don't know. Voltus is growing stronger by the day as his army, the Morden, mean to destroy our outposts and then us. Enough, prisoner. Go get the sharpening stones in yellow from the weaponsmith in green and take them to the outpost in orange in the northern jungle. If you do well, I might reward you.
In blue.
Unfortunately not. But Voltus was in green as well at the beginning of the conversation there. Or portion of it.
Yeah.
We have one response.
Yeah.
Not sure if I should pick number 1 or number 1. Very well. With this ring around my neck, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The medallion is all I have left. I mean to have it back.
Be thankful Amron spoke up for you.
Thankful Amron spoke up for you. Take my advice, prisoner, and avoid the animals of the jungle. One bite from them, and you'll be riddled with the plague. Plague.
Good thing I can get a healing spell real quick.
Now go and don't make me regret granting Amron's favor. Thank you.
There are creatures that carry the plague right outside the
Also,
Now go! Thank you. There are creatures that carry the plague right outside the town gates. You do not even reach the outpost in orange without being able to defend yourself. Like Dryar Guard. Chill the fuck out. We were just told to fucking leave. And we're like, thanks. Got it. Oh, by the way, here's some more information that we just told you about. Take this equipment. It may not be the same as your old things, but it will give you some chance at least. End the conversation!
Fuck.
Z, by the way, will pick up all the loot on the ground.
Cool.
Just like the first game.
By the way, I was not a huge fan. I was not a huge fan of Speaker in the first one. Still not in the second one. This is what you get for not showing up Mondays. I assume we get rid of these fucking things around our necks at some point.
We do.
Oh, look. There we go.